transfer station, but I can certainly evaluate that and add that to this. What I've tried to do is project the cost for the various scenarios so that you can see side by side what these options look like. So the first column is, we start with closing the landfill. So we have zero cost to run it normally for the next 30 years. Then we have the cost, which I've estimated is $350,000 to finish moving the fiber, another $100,000 to remediate the pond, 30 years of post-closure operation, $4,350,000, zero revenue, some additional legal fees to do all that would need to be done to do that. And so that option is $4.8 million estimated. Continue, the next column is continue the current operation just as we're doing with no change for the next 30 years. The cost to run it normally, $7,134,000. Sorry, I didn't realize you didn't have a copy. Still have to do the fiber and the pond. We do get to offset it with 30 years of average revenue, so that's a $2.5 million credit offset. Oops, sorry, yeah, I'm on the wrong column. Okay, and then zeros the rest of the way down. So that's a little over $5 million. The third column, create a solid waste authority and operate with no change. Really, that's not much different than the second column because the county would have to financially assist. The authority would not be able to cover the operational costs of the landfill all on its own. There's not enough revenue coming in to do that. So I've just assumed that we would still be on the hook financially. Column 4, a 30-year lease operation to an outside entity and allow outside C&D waste from outside Jasper County to come into the landfill hauled in by that operator. So we wouldn't be running it, so there's no cost. They would take care of the fiber in the pond. We wouldn't be closing it, so we're not going to have the post-closure cost in this equation. Some legal fees to draw up agreements. And then what's been proposed is $1 administrative fee, $1 per ton. And our waste, that would generate $50,500 in revenue, and additional waste coming in from outside the county, about $2 million in revenue. And then in that scenario with increased truck traffic, we would want to relocate the entrance to the landfill and not be driving through the rec department to get to the landfill. So I've included, and this is just a complete guesstimate, $250,000 to rework that rear entrance, widen it, do some grading and gravel and that type of thing. And then at an increased pace, we would need to factor in some money to expand the landfill, some cost to expand the landfill. Our landfill has like a 40-year life, but that's at the very low volume that we're putting in there, not at a higher volume. So we have to look at that at some point. Then the last column is proposing a 30-year public-private partnership in which the material will be converted to energy, and a production plant, so that this facility would be set up there. And instead of expanding the landfill, all of the material that's on site currently, as well as any material that came in on a daily basis, would be converted into electricity or natural gas or ethanol, something like that, some byproduct like that. Now that doesn't include debt, any kind of debt to put the facility in, because we've been very clear that that would be on the entity coming in to finance it and make it work and be profitable for them. And then I can add an option, you know, for creating a transfer station and look at advanced costs to haul that material away.